And welcome to the first episode of Faith, Family, and Fitness. This is our podcast. My name is Austin. I'm your host. My wife, Melanie, will also be your host here and there. There might be some episodes where it's just me. There's going to be a lot of episodes where it's both of us talking parenting. This podcast is all about faith, family, fitness, sports, and fun. We are a family that is backed by faith. We love our sports. Our kids play sports. They're very involved in it. We love our fitness. Our kids are also involved in our fitness. We are fitness coaches, but that is not our day jobs, so to speak. So being fitness coaches, that's just a side thing that we do because we love helping people, and this podcast is here to help people. So if you're a busy parent who wants to grow in your faith, lead your family well, stay in shape, and still enjoy your life, you're in the right place. That's what we're going to talk about. So a little bit about who I am. Obviously, I'm a husband. I already introduced Melanie as my wife. I'm a dad, clearly. I already talked about that. Fitness coach. Like I said, I am a fitness coach. That is not my, day job completely. One day, I do want that to be what I do. I want to be a fitness coach only and just help people get in shape, eat right, and look the way they want to look, feel the way they want to feel comfortable in their own bodies. That is my ultimate goal, is to do that full time. But unfortunately, business isn't started overnight, and I haven't started my business until this year like an idiot. I'm 34 years old, and I've been coaching people to lift weights and eat well and how to work out for unofficially 15-ish years, and I've never really thought about doing it for work. It's what I love. It's my passion. And recently I decided, let's do it for work. Let's try to make a business out of it. My wife was on board. We're both former Division I athletes, so there's another little thing about us. We decided, let's jump into it. Let's start a business and start helping people. And now we decided, let's talk. Let's just sit here and talk and help people improve their lives if we can in some way, anyway, make them better day by day. All right. So if my podcast here makes you better in any way at any moment in your life, then, mission accomplished. That's what we're here to do. But like I said, this isn't my day job, if you will. What I do for a living, I'm actually a police officer. I've been in law enforcement for 10 years now. Like I said, I'm 34. After I was done playing football in college, I moved on and I got into sales, and, selling cars was not for me. I thought, why not? Let's try selling cars, get a job. Not for me, to be honest. Selling cars on the business side of it, it was everything I thought it was as a consumer. It was shady. I didn't like it. It morally didn't sit right with me, the way that they wanted me to sell cars and the way that they wanted me to withhold information so that when the customer says no, I could give them that information and close the deal. I didn't like that at all. I like being upfront, fully transparent. So I got out of car sales and I thought, what the hell am I going to do with my life? And my father was in law enforcement and I had a really good childhood. So I figured, why not give it a shot? So here we are 10 years later. I'm still a police officer. I do love my job. I think that being in law enforcement is something that when I die, I can say, my family can say I did something honorable. So if you don't like cops and you hate what cops stand for and the enforcement of laws to keep you safe, then this is not going to be the podcast for you. You can close out of it right now. But if you do support law enforcement, you do support cops, then you're going to be okay with me. Even if you don't like cops, maybe you like fitness and sports and faith and family, and you want to stick around. I'm not kicking you out. I'm just saying I am a police officer. So there you have it. It is what it is. I love my job. I love what I do. I love helping people. So that's obviously why we do the job. We're here to help people. Every once in a while, we will get a little political on this show. Not intending to, but topics might come up. And if they come up, we're going to talk about them. We're going to talk about them honestly. And you may agree with some things. You may disagree with some things. But the great thing about America is that we're allowed to have opinions. Unfortunately, some people don't agree with that. Like what happened with Charlie Kirk last week. Whether you like the guy or dislike the guy, I'm not even going to say how I feel about the guy. I do think that our country is built on people having opinions, on debate, and what he was doing for both sides of the spectrum was amazing. Letting people debate, letting people engage in dialogue, and it's so unfortunate, so sad what happened to him. But that's a little bit about who I am, what I do for work, and I'll let Melanie tell you a little bit about her when she gets on and joins us on the podcast. Right now, for this first episode, it is just me. But she works in promotional products, so that's what she does outside of being a fitness coach. So this is just a quick synopsis of what she does for work. But guys, a little bit more about me. The main reason I am here on earth, my sole purpose of being alive, is because I'm a dad. I'm here to be a father and raise my 2 kids to be good human beings. If they become good human beings and they're productive members of society, I have done everything that I was put on earth to do. I truly believe that I was put here to be a husband and a father. My job and anything else I do is just what I have to do to be a good husband and a good father and provide for them. So that's kind of like I guess it kind of doesn't really make it seem like I'm here for any other reason. I do enjoy my life and enjoy all the stuff that I do, but that is why I do what I do. My family is everything to me, and we're going to talk a lot about family. We're going to talk a lot about the struggles of being a parent, lack of time, exhaustion, juggling work, juggling the kids, your own health, your personal spiritual growth. All of that stuff is what we're going to talk about on this channel. And what I realized, I couldn't just wing it anymore, and I had to get a plan and stick to that plan, is when I realized that maybe I can help other people get there, help other people prioritize, and I guess guide and organize their life, because there's so many people out there that are just like me and my wife, and they're struggling with going to work and coming home and getting dinner cooked, getting kids to sports and practice, getting their own workout in, finding time for their spouse, finding time for each other. And we're going to talk a lot about that on a lot of these episodes. This first one is just a rundown, the nitty gritty of what all we're going to be covering. So my vision, guys, my vision for this podcast, it's not about being perfect parents or having it all figured out. It's about seriously just keeping it real with you guys and letting you know how we're doing, what we're doing, what works, what doesn't work for us, and encouraging you guys along the way. Hopefully some comments will encourage other people as well on this. If you're listening to this on YouTube, you can leave comments. If you're listening to it on Spotify, unfortunately, I don't believe there's a way to leave comments and engage in conversation, but we do have a school community of busy parents struggling with their fitness. That is where that is just about fitness there. We do include a little bit of our faith and stuff and parent struggles, but that's mainly about fitness. So if that's what you're looking for, we do have a school community. I will leave a link in the description down here for that if you're watching this on YouTube. So that is what I vision for this podcast. So it's just a place where we can encourage you guys. You can listen on your way to work and decide on whether or not you agree with what we're saying for that week's episode. We'll talk about parenting, we'll talk about wins, we'll talk about fails, we'll talk about nutrition, the fitness side of it, like actual physical side of fitness. I said nutrition, but I meant fitness. We'll talk about the physical side of it, we'll talk about the nutrition side of it, and simple ways to accomplish your goals in a simple manner with both fitness and nutrition. It really is not that hard to reach your goals. I promise you. We're going to dive into some faith-based conversations. If that scares you, again, this is not your podcast. If you're all for it, join in the conversation, guys. And we're going to have some laughs with our sports, with our lifestyle stories, with our parenting struggles, with our parenting wins. It's all going to be how we live our lives, and I guess hopefully you guys will be on board with it and find some way that you can relate to us. That's seriously why we're here, to relate to people and to help people and to give people an inside look at who we are. This can be a mix of encouragement, practical tips, and real talks, serious real talk from someone walking through it just like you, just being real. Okay, nothing that I hate like salesy podcasts. I will tell you guys when we have offers and such with our fitness coaching business, and if that's something that you're interested in, I'm more than happy to help you. But this podcast is not to be salesy or to be fake or to be an actor or anything like that. This is seriously just conversation. So if you like real conversation, then this is the spot for you. I promise. This is not going to get You're not going to get an actor out of me because I can't act even if I wanted to. I'm not a very funny guy. You guys will, you may even think that my personality is kind of lame, but that's for you to decide. I am who I am. All right. I promise you, I'm not a comedian, but every once in a while you may find a laugh here and there. All right. So if this sounds like you guys, hit that subscribe button. I really just wanted to keep this short and sweet, down to the nitty gritty of what this podcast is going to be about. Hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our episodes. Share this with your parent friends who could use some encouragement or who might feel relatable to us. And if you want to connect with us outside of this podcast, follow us on Instagram. It is at Prime for Life Fitness. The word prime, the number 4, LYFE Fitness. Prime for Life Fitness is not the same as this podcast name. This is Faith, Family, and Fitness, but Prime for Life Fitness is our Instagram and TikTok handle, as well as our YouTube channel on the other side of things, not the podcast side. So thank you guys for listening to this very first episode. Hopefully you will enjoy this podcast. We'll see you guys next time, and that's all I got for tonight.